Hi guys, this is LuwseCrochet, and in today's video we are going to be doing a tutorial on how to make a slant armless top. So we are going to be needing a millimeter, which is 4.0. We are going to be needing a pair of scissors and a sewing measuring tape, and then we are going to be needing a yarn. So the yarn I'm using is Yewu. That's one that I'm able to get in my country, although there are others, but this is what I normally use, and it's Yewu regular. And then I'm going to be, because it's 40 grams each, I'm going to be using 2 strands. So first thing first, we are going to be making a slip knot, which I've already done. So the length of the top of my desired customer length is 22, and then for now, to get started, I'm going to I want the arm parts to be like 8.5 or so. Let's say 8 or 9. Okay, let's say 9. So let's say 8. Yes, 8 is okay. So an 8, if I deduct 8 inches from 22, that's 14 inches. So I'm going to be chaining up some chains to make it 14 inches. So once I'm done with it, I will tell you the number of chains I did. So this is 57 chains. Let me measure it. In fact, I'm having more than 14 inches. So this is 57 chains. I'm having more than 14 inches, but let's do it like this. And then I'm going to skip. This is 57 chains. I'm going to skip 3 chains out of this. Yes, this is 57 chains. I'm going to skip 3 chains, and these 3 chains stand as a double crochet. And then into the 4th double crochet, I'm going to yarn over, and into the 4th one, I'm going to do 1 double crochet. So I'm going to do 1 double crochet each till we reach the end of the row. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the 4th one, 1 double crochet. So you are just going to continue making the 1 double crochet till you reach the end of the row. Currently I have 56 chains. Let's count it. So this is it is 14 inches without stretching it. So once I have the 56 chain, I'm supposed to have 56 because I want it to be 56 double crochet, but then I want to make and now we are almost at the end of the row, and this is what we are going to be having. And this is the last string. So now let's count the number of double crochets you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and then 56. This 3 chain is the 56th one. So now to make the row 2, so this lower part is going to be a bottom, while this part is going to be for the neckline and the hand part. So now for this part, because we want it to be slant, we are going to be making a decrease after 1 row of normal and 1 row of decrease. So for row 2, we are going to be making decrease for the bottom part. We are going to chain 2. Remember, this chain 2 does not count as a stitch, but it is used to make decrease. So into this first double crochet, we are going to be skipping it, and we are going to be going into the next double crochet. So this first one, we are going to skip this first double crochet, and into the next double crochet, we are going to make 1 double crochet, and that's our first decrease in there. So we are just going to continue making normal double crochets, and once we reach the end of the row, we are going to be making the arm part, we are going to be making it so that the arm part will be showing. So I will meet you once we are at the end of the row. We are almost at the end of the row here. So and into here, and into these 3 double crochets, into the third, into these 3 chain, into the third chain, we are going to be making an increase there, because slightly is going to be going up. So we are going to be making 2 double crochets in it like this. So this is what we have here. And remember, this up here is only for the arm part, so don't make the mistake of that. Don't make the mistake. So but this lower part is going to be slant. So to make row 3, we are going to be having another increase here. No, and to make row 3, you know, now we are having instead of 50, you know, for here we have 56. We have 56 for row 1, and for this row 2, we are, apart from the increase here, you know, I do two double crochets in one. Apart from the one that we increase here, we are having 56 because we've already decreased here, but currently we are having 57. We are now going to be chaining up a little bit so that it's going to be exact. Once I chain up and then I measure it, I will tell you what I did. So for me, I did 36 chain. I chain up 36 chain, and then let's measure it. I'm not going to be stretching it, I'm just going to measure it. So let's measure it now. Okay, we are having 22 and a little bit more than 22 inches. So I think we've gotten the length of our top. So I make 36 chains. So to get started on row 3, we are going to be skipping 3 chains. Remember, the 3 chains that we skipped stand as a double crochet, and then into the 4th chain we are going to be doing a double crochet. So you continue making these double crochets till you reach the end of the row, because for row 3 we are not going to be making a decrease at the bottom part where our slant is going to be. So continue making 1 double crochet in each of our chains. No, I realized I make a mistake. Chain 35 chains instead. Make it 35 and then skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th chain, because we've already made an increase right there. So just continue till we reach the end of the row. So now I'm almost at the end of the chain we did. You know the reason why I said we should do 35 chains, because I remember that I've already made an increase here. You know, I do 2 double crochets in one of these. So now, and this is the last chain here. And once we've gotten the chain, once we are done with the chain, we are just going to go into the double crochets all the way till we reach the end of the row. And once we are almost at the end of the row, I will come again and meet you. So this is what we are having. This is what yours should be looking like as well. So this is what we have now. I'm at the end of the row, and into this, and into the double crochet, into the top of the double crochet, so you make the chain 2, and that's it. So now we are not going to be making a decrease for row 3, but for row 4 we are going to make a decrease here. Row 6 another decrease, row 8 another decrease, but right here for the top, no more increase. You are just going to be making normal for this part. Only this bottom part is where we are going to be making the decrease, so that it's going to be it's going to be slant, but it won't be too much. So now to start row 4, we are going to chain 2 once again. Remember, this chain 2 does not count as a stitch, so instead of us going into this first double crochet, we're not going to go into it, but into the second one, and that's another decrease. So continue making this till you have like 5 inches, or the number of, I will tell you the number of inches I have, so that I'll be able to make the neck part, because the bust of my customer is 42, and you know it's crochet, it's kind of, it's normally stretches, so I'm just going to be making like, let's say 38 or 39, and if I'm making 39, that will be 18 and a half. So I'm going to be making 18 and a half, and then I want the neck part is there. I don't want the neck to be too tight for her. So after I've gotten like 5 inches on each side, that is like 10 inches. So the 8 inches is going to be where I'm going to be making I'm going to be making a space for the neck part. So because you are still doing the back part, the neck hole won't be too much. So I'm going to show you what I did after I've gotten like 5 inches or so, and then I will meet you back once again. And now this is what we are having. I've been able to do this much, and this is what it is now. Sorry about all that. So this is what we are having. I've been able to do this. So remember, now look at this is the bottom part. Can you see that it's going up? Can you see that it's going up slightly? Yes, it's not a Sunday change, but it's going up slightly. So at the end of the top, it's going to be slant. So now remember, I told you that the bust of the customer is 42, and I want it to be a little bit not up to the 42. So I want to do like, let's say 38 or 39 inches. And now if you want to do 39 inches, is going to be 18 and a half. So, and then if let's say we split 18, since I'm having 18, I wanted to do 18 and a half or 18. Now I'm going to split it into 3 parts. I want the neck part to be like 6 inches, and when I deduct 6 minus, let's say 6 minus 19, yes, 6 minus 19 gives us 6 minus 19 is 13. So, and if I want to divide 13 into 2, that's 6 and a half. So now I did 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. I did 13 rows, and my 13 row gives me almost 7, let's say 6.75. Can you see it now? So I think it's okay for me, since I wanted to do like 39 inches, which is it's supposed to be like 19 and a half. So this one is okay. So now what we are just going to do is that we are going to be making the neck part, and the neck part that we want to make is that we are going to make the neck. We have to measure the neck part to be like 2 and a half. So 2 and a half. Let's measure where 2 and a half is. It is here. Let me count the number of stitches we have here. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 stitches. But let's say for the back part, let's just measure 2 instead of 2 and a half, and for the front part we are going to measure 2 and a half. So for the front part, let's just measure 2 inches, and when we measure 2 inches, we are having, let's count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I think 9. So I will meet you there. So let's continue from here now. So this part, we are in row 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So we know that for every is it even or odd number, we are making a decrease. I think odd number. So we chain 2, anywhere we are here, chain 2. We know that chain 2 does not count as a stitch, and then we are going to skip the first one, and into the second one right here we are going to do 1 double crochet, and that's another decrease right there. So just continue this, and then once we are almost at the end of the row, I will meet you once again, and then we will know what to do. So once you are almost at the end of the row, I will meet you once again. So just make sure that if you are, maybe let's say if you are size small, you can make 5 inches for your neck, and if you are medium or large, you can make 6 inches like myself. So now this is what we are having. Sorry about the background noise, it's my neighbor that is playing that particular song. I'm sorry about that. So this is what I have currently, and then sorry, I think that this just the date there. So now, remember we are going to have it at 2.5 inches. So I think this is at 2.5. Let me just count it. Oh, I said maybe we should have the back side by 2, but I think let's just have it by 2.5. Yes. So let's count it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Let me do it at 10. So let me just keep 10 inches. So this is the 11th one. So this is going to be for the neck part. So this is going to be the neck part. This is what we are having. So it's okay. It's 2. Should we say call it 2.5 like this? Yeah, I think so. So now what we are just going to do is we are just going to continue doing normal till we have like 6 inches. So chain 2, remember the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. We are going to turn our work, and then into the first double crochet we are going to do normal, and then we are just going to continue like this. We are just going to continue back and forth like this. And once we reach here, we are going to make normal, and then once we want to go back, we are going to make another decrease. Hope you understand it now. So this is going to be our neck part. Can you see this is not slant, but this is somehow slant, and this is what we are having currently. Can you see the bottom part? Can you see how slant it is now? It's going quadra, and it's not a sudden change, but just a quadra process. So now I did 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. This is 11 rows, and then let's measure it. Okay, it's a little bit to 6, so let's see 6 inches. So I think we've gotten the number of stitches we need. So now after we've gotten the number of stitches we need, remember we skipped 10 double crochet here. You are just going to chain up the number of, if yours is like 12 13 or 8 or so, you are just going to chain up the number of stitches you have. And also, if yours is, maybe you get your desired length when you are right here, when you are not up here, you are just going to get another yarn and then chain it up here, so you'll be able to get your right measurement. So now after I'm done with the row, since I've gotten my 6 inches, I'm just going to chain up 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So this is the 10 stitches we skip here, and then I'll just chain one more. So that will be like I will chain 2 more. That will be like a turning point. So I chain 12. I have 12 chains, and then I'm going to skip these 2 chains, and into the 3rd chain I'm going to have 1 double crochet, and then I'll just continue making the normal row. So note the number of rows I have here is the number of rows I have at this particular part is what we are going to be having here. Sorry about the background noise. I'm actually doing this video in midnight, so I'm currently at night, so that's the reason why you are hearing some noises. Now we are going to be having, that means let me count the number of stitches the number of rows we made. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. So we have 11 rows here, and then we have 2 rows at this particular place. So once we have our 11 rows, then I will come back once again and show you how I make this one. So you can go ahead and just do this 11 rows, and then after you are done with the 11 rows, all the number of rows you did here that gets you to here, and then we are going to look into how we are going to do the part. Now this is what we have. I've been able to do 11 rows. Can you see the bottom part? Can you see how slant it is? So this is the upper part. Now this is what we have now. Now this is the 11th row. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 rows. So that's 11. And now what we are going to be doing is these 2 rows. You know, when we wanted to start, sorry about the background noise, street is somehow noisy this morning, sorry about that. So remember when we wanted to start, we only do, I think we only did, 66 chains or so, and then we increase here before we now make another chain of 30. I think we did 36. Yes, we now did 36 chains, where we have, this place is 34. It's comprised of 34 double crochets. So that's what we are going to be doing as well. We are going to be skipping, we did 35 rows, 35 double crochets. You can count it actually. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33. So this is 33, and with it is 33 rows, and then we make increase here where we have 2 double crochet together. So this is 33. So now we can just make a stitch mark. Let's stitch mark, and let's count 33, and then we stitch mark it. Now we are going to count 33 double crochet. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33. This is the 33 stitch, where this same as this place, and then we are just going to stitch mark it. And now what we are going to do is that we are going to continue from here, and once we have two stitches to the where we stitch mark, then once we have 2 double crochets to where we stitch mark, we are going to make a decrease. Remember, when we wanted to start there, we make an increase. So for here, we are going to be making a decrease. So now for the lower part as well, we are going to be making another decrease as we've been making. So chain 2, skip the first one, into the second one, a double crochet. So continue this till we are almost at the end of till we have 2 stitches left to the stitch marker, till we have 2 double crochet to the stitch marker. So now this is what we have. I have 3 stitches left. So the reason why we are making a decrease for this row, this row is, we have 2 rows from the armhole. Here we make an increase, we make 2 together in 1 hole. So now we are going to be making a decrease, and then for this last 2 we are just going to be making normal row. So now to make the decrease into this first double crochet, we are going to yarn over, but we are not going to pull it. After we pull it off, we are going to stop like this, and into the next one we are going to pull it like this once again, and then we are going to make a double crochet, and that's how we are going, and that's how we make a decrease. And then for the last row, we are just going to make chain 2, no more decrease, into the first double crochet, make the double crochet, so till we reach the end of the row. And once we reach the end of the row, I will show you what I have, and then we are going to measure it. We will realize that we are having exactly the number of the stitches we want to have. And now I'm at the end of the row, into the last double crochet right here, and then I will chain 1, and then I'm going to cut off my yarn with my scissors. So, and that's it. We are done with the back panel right now. Now let's get a measuring tape, and then let's measure it. I'm trying to zoom out a little bit so you'll be able to see the beauty of our top. Yes, the beauty of it. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, I think that's all. This is all we have here. Can you see it? And then here. So this is all we are going to be having. So now let's measure our top to see what we have there. Can you see it? We are 19, like exactly. We are having 19 inches, exactly 19 inches, which is 38. So I'm having exactly what I wanted. Now I want to measure this part that it slants very well. So we are having like, okay, for this last part here, let's measure it from here. We are having 18 inches instead of 22. So that's where our slant, that's where our cuff is, how slant it is. Can you see that it's looking good actually? So now what we are just going to do now is to make the front panel. Now the front panel is going to come in form of 2. It's going to be 2, and then I will show you how we are going to do it. Start the front part. You know, when we wanted to start the back part, when we wanted to start this part, we first make here, we first make 56 double crochets, and now we are going to be chaining up 58 double crochets, and then we are going to skip 3 chains. We are making 56 double crochets. So 56, once you have 56, or the number of double crochets you have here, you will just add 2, and then you skip 3 chains. So now to get started, I will first make 56. I will make 56, and then I will add 2, and then I will start chaining up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now this is 56 chain, this is 56 chain, so I'm going to add 2 chains to it. So after I've gotten 2 chains together, that's 58, I'm going to skip 3 chains, that is 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th chain I'm going to make 1 double crochet. So I'm going to make 1 double crochet round it till I have till the end of the row, and after the end of the row I'm going to have 56 double crochets. So you can do that now, and then I will meet you once again. And now this is what I have currently. I'm having 56 as we have here, Can you see? It's the same thing we have here. Now to make the row 2 of this, the second row here, where we started making a decrease at the bottom part right here, we are going to chain 2 just as we've been doing, and skip the first double crochet into the second double crochet. We are going to make after we've gotten the chain 2, we are going to skip the first double crochet into the second double crochet. We are going to make a double crochet, and then we are going to continue this till we reach the end of the row, where we are going to make increase as you make here, and then we chain up and we chain up 50 that is 33 chains. So let's go ahead and do so. I'll meet you at the end of the row. Once you're at the end of the row, I will come back and then explain to you what is to be done. So this is what we have. I'm almost at the end of the row, and into the chain 3 here, into the top of the third chain, we are going to make an increase, which is 2 double crochets in it. And after we've gotten the 2 double crochets, actually the number of the double crochet I wanted to make is 90 double crochet, and then we've already do 56 before, and then when we deduct 56 from 90, that means we are having 34 left. And now from the 34 we've already made 1 increase, so we are just going to make 33 chains. So now let's go ahead and chain 33, chain up 33, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33. And because we are going to be going back into it, we are just going to chain up 2 more, and then we are going to skip 3 chains. The 3 chains stand as 1 double crochet, and into the 4th chain we are going to be having 1 double crochet. So we are going to do this. We are just going to continue 1 double crochet in each chain, and after we make 1 double crochet all the way into the chain, we are just going to go back into this double crochet right here. After we've gotten everything on this chain, then we go back to the double crochet, and then we get to the end of the row. So for row 4 we are going to be making something quite different. I will meet you back once again. And now this is what we are having currently. Now I'm done with the row, and here is it, and here is what we have. Let me try and zoom out a little bit to capture every of the moments. So this is what we are having, and now what remains now is for me to make the front part. As you can see, this front part is quite different from the back part, so that's what we are going to be doing. Because for the front part is going to have this slant also. It's going to have it. So now we are now going to make it. Now to make the slant, to make the front part, we are going to be counting from the arm part now, so that when we get to where we are going to be stitching, that's going to be where our slant for the top for the front part is going to get to. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, because I think I've already explained it. So now let's count from the up of the arm part. Let's do it like this. Let's count here. Let's just count like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. Let's just do it like this. You can count yours as I have counted mine, and on the 24th one you can stitch mark it. So let's count this also. Let's count this part also: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24. So on the 24th one I will stitch mark it once again. So after I've gotten that, I'm just going to so as to get, although I'm not supposed to stitch mark this, but I'm trying to show us how it's going to be on our body. So I'm not supposed to stitch mark it here, but I'm just trying to show us how the front part is going to be. So now what we're just going to be doing is that where we stitch mark is going to be where the top of the slant is going to be. So that's the top of it. Now we are just going to count from there to the finish, where we are going to the lower part. So like the picture I'm showing now, where the arrow is. Yes, starting from here we stitch mark, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. So I stitch marked right there, and that's what we are going to be doing. So now I'm going to be showing us how we are going to be doing it right here. Now let's now come down to this part right here. Let's do it like this. Let's count from here. Let's first stitch mark. This is where we are going to be doing. This is our front part. I'm trying to use this one to explain it to us, but you are going to get it now. Just wait. Now once you have your, let me count on my 20. I will stitch mark on my 24 double crochet. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24. And here I am. And then from the 21st stitch, I'm supposed to stitch mark here. From the 21st stitch, I'm going to count 17 stitches. So let's go. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 8. 1 2 3 4. Okay, I think I'm going to shift it a little bit up, because I realized that it's going to be too much. It is going to, okay, let me count once again to get the perfect angle. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. So I stitch mark it on the 17th. And this is what we have. So I think it is too low for me. Let's move it up a little bit. Just stitch mark on your 22 stitches, on your 22 double crochets instead of 24. So this is 22. And then count 17 from here, and then I'll just move 1 2 up. So, and now after I've done that, I'm going to chain 2, make a decrease here. This is our lower part where we are making the slant. So chain 2, skip this first double crochet, and into the second double crochet make a double crochet. So you are going to continue till you reach where we stitch mark. Continue doing this till you reach where we stitch mark. So this is where we stitch mark. So I'm trying to, okay, so we are almost at where we make a stitch mark. So now you now know what you are going to be doing on this stitch mark. I'm going to remove where we stitch mark. We are going to do 2 double crochets in it. in the same space where we stitch mark. This is one, and another one in the same space, 2 double crochets, and this is what we are going to be having. And we are going to stop. We are not going to get here anymore. Can you see it? Now for row 5, we are going to chain 2. Remember, chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Into the first double crochet here, we are going to make 1 double crochet, and then row 5 is going to be a row of no increase for both the top and the lower part. Either increase or no decrease. It's just going to be a normal row. So continue till you reach the end of the row where I will meet you. And now after we are done with row 5, to start row 6, we are going to be making another decrease for the bottom part. Chain 2, turn and work the first double crochet. You are going to skip it, and into the second double crochet we are going to make a double crochet. And this is how we are going to be doing it. Whenever we have any row that for every row that we make a decrease at the bottom part here, we are going to be making an increase here till we reach the end of the row where we are, till we have our 31 stitches where we have, and till we have our 31 stitches, or should I say 34 stitches, where we are going to be having this one. So after I'm done with this, when I get to this place, after I'm done with this row and I go like this, when I get to this place, I'm going to put 2 double crochets into this last row. And then for row 7, I'm going to go normal row with no increase or no decrease. And for row 8, I'm going to make 1 decrease here, and I'm going to, at the end of this place, I'm going to have an increase. That is 2 double crochets in 1. So this is how I'm going to alternate between it all the way around till I have 34 rows. Yes, 34 rows. That means 31 rows in between, and then plus these 3, that's 34. And then I will now teach us how we are going to be doing, how we are going to go back to do this part here. And now I'm almost at the end of the row. I've been able to do the number of stitches I said we are going to be having. So, and here is what we are having now. Actually, we are almost done with our top. This is the last one, 2 double crochets in it. So this is what we have. This is the upper part, and this is the lower part. So let me put it on this first. This is what we have here. You are able to see it a little bit like this. I'm trying to make sure that you see it, but I'm unable to. So I think this is the only thing we can do. And then this is going to sit like this. Okay, let me do it like this. Can you see it? So the bottom part is exactly like the one we have here. This is it, and then this is how this is going to look like. This is how this looks like. Can you see? So this looks like this, and then here looks exactly like this. Okay. Can you see from here? Can you see what it looks like? So all that remains is just the 3 stitches right here. And now we are going to be making the other part of this place. Before we make, now once you have the number of the stitches you have before the three stitches at the back of it, the 3 stitches where we started this, we first make 3 rows. So once you have yours, we are just going to chain 1 and then we are going to cut over yarn. So I just take my scissors now. I can't find it. Okay. So once we are done with it, currently this is what we are just going to do. We are going to chain 1 and then cut over yarn. We are done with this for now. Yeah, for now we are done with this. And this is what we have. Now, what is left for us to do is to do these parts. Once we are done with our top, you are going to see the beauty of what we did here. Now we are now going to do here and then make the neck part and then do the neck part. Now to get started here, what we are going to do is that we are going to get started right here. Now let's grab our yarn and then we will continue. Now to get started, this is what we are going to be doing. Into this first double crochet here, the same thing we are just going to do is that we are going to do the row of here till we reach this place. So this is what we are going to be doing. After you've gotten this and you've chained 1, you are now going to go into this last double crochet that we did. In this last double crochet we have 2 double crochets in it. So we are now going to go in between the 2 double crochets we have here, in between it into the double crochet right here. We are going to go in between the 2 double crochets we have there. We are going to chain 2. And after we've gotten chain 2, this chain 2 does not count as a stitch. It's like we decreasing it. After we've gotten the chain 2 in between the 2 double crochets right there, we are going to skip this and then into the next double crochet where we have nothing. Into the next double crochet like this, we are going to go in with a double crochet and then we are just continue doing a double crochet till we reach the end of the row. And then once we reach the end of the row here, we are just going to go back. Remember, before we get to our neck part, this is our crochet wear. This is our crochet wear. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 rows before we make the neck part. So that's just what we are going to be doing. We are going to be making normal for the upper part. So now I will meet you once we get to this place. We are just going to make normal double crochet and we are going to go back. So once we are almost at the end of the row, I will meet you once again. And this is where we are almost at the end of the row here, and into this and into the top of the 3 double crochets, the 3 chains here. Remember, it's 1 double crochet, so we are just going to make normal. And then to start row, I think we are starting row 5. Yes, it is row 5 here. We are going to chain up 2. This chain 2 does not count as a stitch, and into the next double crochet here, into the first double crochet here, we are just going to make normal and then continue doing this. And once we come back here, I'm going to show us what you are going to be doing. Now this is here we are. I forgot to add this when we were about to start this row. Make sure that where you start it is going to be your front part. Like, it's going to be the right side, not the wrong side, because if it's in the wrong side, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to come on top of it. So this is just what I'm having. And into the first double crochet after the chain 2, into the first double crochet here, we are just going to go in with 1 double crochet. And now what we are going to be doing is that we are going to chain 2, turn our work, skip this first double crochet. We are now starting, we are going to be making a decrease, because here as well we are making an increase. This is what we are going to be having. You know, we are making increase here, but here we are going to be making a decrease. So after you've gotten the chain 2, we are going to skip the first double crochet right there. And after we skip the first double crochet right there, into the second double crochet, you are just going to make 1 double crochet, and then we are going to continue. That's our row 6 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once we reach row 7, we are not going to make a decrease. We are just going to do a double crochet into this. And row 8, we are going to make another decrease. So I'm going to show you how we did it till we have 11 rows, which is the row of our arm before we get to our neck. And now I'm almost at the end of the row. So for row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For row 7, once you reach here, you are not going to make any decrease. Just go normal and into the double crochet here, 1 double crochet. Now to start row 8, we are going to chain 2, turn our work into the first double crochet. You are going to skip it, and into the second double crochet, you are going to go in with a double crochet, and then this is how you continue. And once you are coming back to row 9, you are not going to make any decrease, and row 10 another decrease. So our work is going to be going slantly. It's not going to be straight, and it's going to be bringing out the beauty of exactly what we needed. Can you see? If you sew this in finish, you will see how slant it's going to be till we reach there, and it's going to give us the good vibe. So continue this till we have row 13, or you can't say till we have like row 11, and then we are going to make the neck part. The reason why I call it row 13 or row 11 is if you count it from where we make the underarm part, it's going to be 13 row, and if you count it just this, it's going to be 11 row. Now this is what we have currently. This is what we are having, and okay, let me remove this. And our top is going to stay like this after we are done with everything. Now we are going to make the neck patch. Remember then that we stitch mark on the 10th one. You know, we said we are going to be doing 2.5, or I just said that okay, let me not do it at 2.5. I just skip it a little bit, and then I think I do it like 2.25 or so. The 2.5 is here, and it's like the 2.5 comprises of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. So for here we are just going to stitch mark on our 12th double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the back part is 10, while the front part is 12 for the neck part. So now we are going to be doing the neck part. Once we reach the 12th one, we are going to go back. We are not going to come here once again, just as we've done for the back part here, like this, just as we did here. And we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 rows for here. So, and that's what we are going to be doing. So now, to get started, we are just going to chain 2, turn our work, skip the first double crochet into the next double crochet, do a double crochet, and then continue. And once you reach the stitch mark, stop and then go back. And this is where we have. This is where we have now. Into the next one, and this is where we are going to be having. Let me measure it once again. almost more than 2.5. I think I will just have to do the 10. Let me count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So let's do it on the 12th one. So we are having 11 stitches, 11 double crochet left. And then for the next row, for the second row or so, we are going to chain 2. Remember, it does not count as a stitch. Turn our work and then do a double crochet into each of it. No decrease, no increase. For this particular row, just continue back and forth, and once you reach the end of the row, turn your work once again till you have for the next part till you have 11 rows. And this is what we are having. This is at the end of the row, and into the double crochet here, 1 double crochet. And for the third row, we are going to chain 2. And now this is a row of decrease. Whenever we are having the chain 2, we know there is a row of decrease. Skip the first double crochet and into the next double crochet. So we just continue making this back and forth, back and forth. We are going to be alternating between row 1 and row 2. So, and then once we have 11 stitches, we are just going to do as just as we've done for the back part. We are going to chain up. We are going to chain up 11. You know, we skip 11 double crochets, and then once we have 11 chains, which represents 11 double crochets, we are just going to add two more chains. That is, we are going to chain up 13 chain, and then we are going to skip the first 3. And remember that the first 3 chains stand as a double crochet. And then we are just going to go back and forth till we are at till we have the same numbers of row we do here, till we have it here. And then I will come back once again, and then we will talk about the next thing to do. So now I'm at the top of it. Now this is what I have. This is the neck part. I will just chain 2, turn my work into every double crochet, and then continue. I will meet you once you have the same number of rows, that is in total 34 rows. I will meet you once you have 34 rows of this, and our work is going to be like this. So this is going to, that's why I said that it must be on the right side. This is the right side, and this is covering this. So we just have to maybe sew it in to make it firm, and then we are good to go. So that's the reason why I said it must be on your right side. The right side is where you are going to be, is where you must have your 2 chains at first. And this is what we are having. Can you see it clearly now? Yes. So this, I'm done with it now. Let me show you what I have now. Although after I'm done with it, I realized that we actually make a mistake, but I can't reverse it anymore. So we can just use it like this. I realized that this edge is supposed to come here and not this side, but we are going to use it like that. Actually, we cannot do everything anymore. So now this is what we are having currently. Can you see it? Yeah. Can you see it's looking good? Excuse me. This is what we are having. And now we are going to do the first 3. This first row, second row, and third row. We are going to be doing the arm parts now. Now you can go ahead and count the number of stitches you have at this lower part here. You can go ahead and count yours, but your number of stitches must be here. For this front part, it must be two double crochets higher than the numbers of the one you have for the back part. but we are going to be making, that's how we are going to be making the decrease. We are going to be putting it together. Now to start row, I think row 35 or so. Yes, to start row 35, which is the arm part, we are going to chain up 2 and then make a double crochet. We are going to make double crochet till we have two double crochets left till the end of this one. It is 2 pieces. We just joined it here, so we are going to continue having it till we have like 2 pieces here. 2 double crochets left till the end of the row. And this is where we are having 2 double crochets left till the end of this, and then we are going to be using it to join this other part together. Remember I tell you that we are having 2 double crochets of increases more than the other. This, when I count this, we are having 72 stitches left on this third row. This third row, this particular third row, we are currently doing that one. For this row, we are having 72 stitches left, and when I count this one, we are having 74. So just yours is going to be having, yours as well will be having like two double crochet of increases, like two increase, and that's where we are going to be joining it together. Now take your yarn, take your crochet. Once you've yarn over, we are going to place the one we want to be on top, which is this small part. We are going to place it on this lower part right here, and into this, we are having 2 double crochets left where we make this increase. Now into this second to the last part here, we are going to be joining it together with this first double crochet. Let me try and zoom in so you'll be able to see what I'm trying to say. So this, we are having 2 left. This first one right here, we are going to be joining it with the first double crochet right. Now we are going to go, once we get our hook, we are going to go into the first double crochet here, and once we go into the first double crochet, into this second to the last double crochet again, we are going to go into it and we are going to make a double crochet, and that's how we are going to be joining it together. And then this is what our top is going to look like. Once we are done with everything we are doing, we are just going to sew this in together so that it will be firm and it won't be opening anyhow. So, and this is what we are having. So now we are 2 rows away to finishing our top, and now we just continue making normal row of double crochet in each of our work till we reach the end of the row, and then we come back again and do the arm part. So continue doing this, and then I'll meet you once you are done with this. And now this is what we have. This is what we are having currently. Now what we are going to do is now to make this part, this hand part, where we make this, is what we are going to be doing. That means we are having these 2 rows left. So when we wanted to make this, we did, let's count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 20 21 22 23 24 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So we did 37, and then for 37 and 38 we make a decrease. So that means we stitch mark on our 33 stitch. So we can just count it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So stitch mark on the 33 as well. So let's count this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So we are going to stitch mark on the 33 stitch. So we are just going to continue making double crochet till we have 2 stitches away left to the stitch mark. Yes, 2 double crochets left to the stitch mark is what we are going to be doing. So for row 36, chain 2, turn our work and then skip the first double crochet as we've been doing. Skip the first double crochet as we've been doing until the next double crochet. Continue to be making 1 double crochet each. And then once we have 2 stitches away to the 2 stitches away to the to the place where we stitch mark, I will come back and meet you once again. And this is what we are having. We are 2 stitches away from where we stitch mark. Now into the first one like this, you are going to pull up a loop like this, and into the second one you are just going to insert a hook and pull up a loop, and then you are just going to yarn over and then make the decrease, because we make an increase before starting it then when we are about to start. And then for the last row, which is the 37 row, chain 2, turn our work. Chain 2 does not count as a double crochet, and then we are just going to do double crochet in each of the double crochets, no decrease, no increase. And after we are done with this, we are done with our front panel. So what is left for us is just to join both together and then done with our work. And now this is the end of the row right here. We are just going to chain 1 and then we are going to cut off our yarn. And the next part for us to do is just to join both sides together. Is rejoining them together, and that's what we are going to be doing now. Now this is what we have. This is our work. So let me get the other part and then set it for us to join it together. So this is what we have. I'm going to try and get. Oh my god, I realized I skipped a stitch here. I just saw it. So it is supposed to be, that means you are supposed to have 1 left, like 1 and not 2. Just read, just make sure that you are able to count the number of your stitches before count the number you have here before you know what to do there. Just make sure you count the number of stitches you have here, so that, because I don't even know, I skipped 1 here. I didn't see it, I'm just seeing it now. So now I want this to be on the other part. I will come again and then know where to put to be the right side and the wrong side. Sorry about the background noise, it's midnight here. So this is going to be the right side. This is how it's going to be. be by this part. So I'm just going to get our front one or so, and then make it like this. So both sides are here, and the other side here also. So and now what we are going to do here now is that we are going to be joining this together, this particular part together in each with a slip stitch. The first double crochet right here and into the first double crochet here. We are going to take a yarn, get a yarn, and then sew it in together. And then chain 1, we are going to chain 1. This chain 1 I've already joined the first one together, and into the second double crochet and into the second one here, we are going to make a slip stitch. And then continue using a slip stitch to join both together, to join both sides together. Make sure that you are taking the two sides at a time. Make sure that you are not leaving one out, because once you leave one out, that means you are not joining it together. So make sure you are taking both sides together. And then you are just going to continue this, and then do same for the other for the other part. Yes, do same for the other part. Just use slip stitch to join it together. And once I'm done with this, I will let you know what I did. And this is it. Last double crochet here. And into the third chain right here, into the third chain, because it's the first double crochet, into the third chain we are going to make one slip stitch, and then we chain one, and then we take our scissors to cut off our yarn. And this is where we are. And then the right side is going to be like this. Can you see how beautiful it is? And it's not even showing. And now and that's the same thing we are going to do for this other part, going into the first double crochet until we reach the end of the row. And then for this upper part, this is where we are going to be doing. Into this first double crochet right here, into the chain 3, the top of the chain 3, and into the top of the into the chain 3 here. Once again, we are going to go into the 2, and then take our yarn, chain 1, and then into this chain 3, into it slip stitch. And into this second row, in between the first row and the second row, into this small loop right here, into this small loop, and into this small loop here also, we are going to make another slip stitch. And now into the second row, and into the second row here, into the top of this second row, we are going to make another slip stitch. So I hope you understand what I'm doing now. and that's what we are going to be doing till we are done with both sides. With both sides, here and here. Slip stitch in between here and in between here. Slip stitch to here. And this is just our routine till we reach the end of the row. Into the top of this third chain and into the third chain right here. You see, look for the third chain here. The third chain here is quite tiny, but we are going to look for it and then make a slip stitch, and that's it. We are done with our work. And then we chain one and we cut over here. So do so for this other part, and then I'm going to meet you back. And now this is what we have. I've already sewed the two sides together, and then I do the arm part for this side, and this is where we are having for the arm part. So now we are going to be doing the arm part. The arm part is very easy to make because it's just I just do single crochet around it, and then I just cut off the yarn. So now to get started, we are going to be getting a yarn once again, and then into the middle part here, this is my yarn. Into the middle part here, the middle one, where we make a stitch mark together, where we join it together, we are going to pull up a loop. We are going to be we are going to have chain one. After we've gotten the chain one, into this same space where we have where we do chain one, we are going to have in with one single crochet, and into this space, into the first row here, into the space in the first row, we are going to have one single crochet. And once you get to the second row, into the space between first row and second row, one single crochet. Into this second row, one single crochet. And into this first, into this double crochet, one single crochet. And that's how we are going to be making one single crochet in each of the double crochet stitches. So it is just a repeat of single crochet for 3 rows. It's very simple. Just continue doing the single crochet round it, and once we reach this middle part, I will come and meet us. And once we reach this middle part, we are just going to go into the double crochet there, and then leave this middle part and into the double crochet there, and then go around till we reach the end of the row where we make a stitch mark. So in this middle part here, so into the top of the double crochet here, one double crochet, and then we are going to leave here, we join it together, and then move into the top of the double crochet here once again, and then do one double crochet, and then we just continue making the double crochet till we reach the end of the row. And then we are at the end of the row, and this is what we do. And into this last one here, into this last row, and then we are going to slip stitch. We are going to be skipping here we are just going to slip stitch into this first single crochet we have, and chain 1. For row 2 we are going to be making normal single crochets around it, and then once we have 3 rows of this single crochets, we are going to be cutting our yarn. So after you are done with this second row, you are going to do another row of single crochets around it, and then after the 3 rows, or you can go as you want, you can do more than 3 rows, but this is what my 3 rows look like, and I love it like this, and I think it's okay like this. So you can do more than 3 rows, but I did 3 rows and it's okay for my customers. So continue doing 1 double crochet around it for 3 rows, and then we are almost done, and then we are going to be doing the neck part. So this is what we have now. I'm almost done with the 3 rows for the single crochet, and then after I'm done, I'm just going to make a single crochet here. I will make a single crochet, I will make a slip stitch here. After I've gotten the slip stitch, I will just chain 1, and then I will cut off the yarn once again. And that's what we have. So this is what we are going to be having for the arm part. So later on we are going to be sewing this together, but before we sew this together, let's go into the neck part. So we are going to go into this corner right here, this corner here. We are going to take our yarn. We are going to make a chain 1 first, and then we are going to make a single crochet on each double crochet. On the top of each double crochet, you are going to be making a single crochet on each of it. 1 single crochet on each of it. Single crochet each till we reach the end of the row. And then so this is your last single crochet here, into your last chain right here, make a single crochet, and then we are going to skip this middle part, and we are going to move into the first double crochet that is here. Into the first double crochet here, this is the top of it, 1 single crochet. So we are just going to continue making 1 single crochet in each of the double in each of the double crochets. Yes, so 1 single crochet each, and then I will show you what we are going to be doing for the neck part. So now we are almost at the end of the row. We are almost where we skipped. So this is the last double crochet right here, and this is it. This is your neck part. So the front part right now, the front part. So now into this first double, into this first row, in between the double crochet, into this first row, we are going to make a single crochet. In between the first row and the second row, the small loop here, we are going to make a single crochet. Into the second row here, a single crochet. Into the second row and third row, in between the second row and third row, 1 single crochet. Into the third row, like this. Into the third row, 1 single crochet. In between the third row and the fourth row, into the little loop here, 1 single crochet. And this is where we are going to be having till we come back here. So let's continue doing this till we come back here. So let's continue doing this, and then I'll meet you once we are at the end of it. Okay, let's watch this together. So once you are done with with the rows here, and then you get to where we make the double crochet. I'm going to be showing you what to do there. So into this corner part, 1 single crochet, and into the double crochet right here, you are just going to go in with double crochet with single crochet around it. So it's quite very easy to make. Now I've been able to make it. Let me oh, sorry about this. And this is the last one here, the last single crochet we are going to be making, and then we are going to be slip stitching into this first single crochet to make. So after we make a slip stitch, we are now going to be chaining up 8 chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after we've gotten 8 chains, we are going to be skipping the first chain, and then into each of the chains we are having 7 chains left. So we are going to be making a single crochet around it. So start making a single crochet around it. So now we are at the end of the 7 chains, and then after we've gotten the 7 chains, now into the next single crochet right here, we are going to be making a slip stitch, and into the next one once again a slip stitch. So we are going to be having 2 slip stitch, and then we are going to turn our work, and into and then we are going to skip the first 2 slip stitch we make, and into the 7 chains into the 7, and we are going to be making 7 single crochets into the back loop only. Into the back loop like this, we are going to be making 7 single crochets, and this is just what we are going to be doing till we reach the end of the row. And after we are done with the single crochet here, we are going to chain 1, turn our work, and into the back loop only once again, we are going to be having a single crochet around it till we have 7 single crochets. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And after we've gotten the single crochet, we are going to be making a slip stitch into the next two single crochets we are having. So the first one, this is the next single crochet right here. Make 1 single crochet, make 1 slip stitch, and into the next one once again, we are going to be having 1 slip stitch. So whenever we are just going to be alternating between row 2 and row 3. So once we have 2 slip stitch, we are going to be skipping the 2 slip stitch, and into the back loop only, we are going to be having 1 single crochet around it once again. So this is just what we are going to be doing till we are done with the round of our neck, and we are almost done with our armless top. Now this is what we are having now. We are almost at the end of the row. So and then we are just going to slip stitch into, we are having two single crochets left, and then turn our work and into the skip 2 slip stitch, and then make a double crochet, make a single crochet to the back loop only. And this is what we are having, and at the end of it, I'm just going to chain 1, and I'm going to sew it in together. So I'm first going to go into the first single crochet right here and into the first single crochet here also. I'm going to make a slip stitch. So you are going to be using a slip stitch to join the two sides together. So into the second one once again, the second one right here also, and the third one here, fourth one here, fifth one here, and then the sixth one, and the sixth one here. And into the seventh one. So after I'm done with and then I'm just going to go in between here and just make a slip stitch, and then I will chain one and then cut off a yarn. And that's what we have at the end of the row, and this is what it's going to look like, and this is what the neck is going to look like. So now we are going to be getting a yarn needle to sew in this part together. Or before we sew it in, yes, let's just get a yarn needle and then sew it together. So now to sew this in, we are just going to get a yarn needle here. Let me try and zoom out a little bit. And then you are just going to, you can just sew it in as you seem fit. Yes, as you seem fit. You are just going to sew it in. You can actually sew it in with your. Just make sure that you are taking it row by row. Yes, make sure you are taking the two rows together. So in between this row like this, in between it and in between here, it's not going to show. And in between here and into here, just sew it in together. So into the third row like this, and into this, and into here, and into here. Sorry about the background noises. So just and if you actually have a sewing machine is going to be the best for you to sew it together. But if you have none, just sew it in like this, and this is what we are going to have. And now this is what we have. I'm at the end of it, and this is the last sewing it in. And this is what we have. Can you see? It's not even showing that I sewed it in also. It's looking quite amazing. So now what we are just going to do is just to tie this together, and then I will chain one. And then this is it. I just sew it in. And then I cut off the yarn. And then for this part here, where we first sew it in, this is it. I'm just going to take my hook, and then I'm just going to look for a way to sew it in. So just make sure that you sew this in also, and that's it. and that's the end of it. So now we are done with, and then we are just going to make our fringe, and then we are just going to do our fringe into it. And also this bottom part, you can just go ahead, this lower part we can go ahead and just make single crochets around it, and then we can just leave it as is it. I don't even know, maybe I should leave it or not. Okay, let's just do a single crochet. So into this particular middle part, we are just going to take a yarn there, chain 1, and then make a single crochet right here. So we are going to make a single crochet here. Sorry, my brothers are just back from school and they are the one making the background noises. So make a single crochet there, and into this first double crochet right here, 1 single crochet, and into this in between the first double crochet and the second double crochet, 1 single crochet. into the chain 2 where we skipped here, we are going to make 1 single crochet. In between the second double crochet, the second row and the third row, 1 single crochet. Into the third row, 1 single crochet. In between the third row and the fourth row, 1 single crochet. Into the double crochet of this chain 2, 1 single crochet. So that's just how we are going to be doing it till we reach the end of the row. Just make sure that, and then that's what I'm going to be doing till the end of the 2, till I reach, and I go like this, and then I come back like this. So this is what we are having. We are at the end of it now, and then into this. So this is the last part here. So we are just going to make a slip stitch into the first single crochet we have, and then we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to cut off the yarn. So now what is left for us to do is just we are going to sew in. So this is what the bottom part is. Okay, let me try and zoom out a little bit so you'll be able to see what the bottom part looks like. So this is what the bottom part is going to look like. Okay, let's zoom out. Oh, sorry about this. So this is what the bottom part looks like. Can you see it's looking good now? So all we just need to do is just to make, all we need to do now is to make the fringe, and this is what the neck part is going to look like. Can you see how the neck part looks like? And this is the arm part, and for the front part, this is what the front part is going to look like. So this is the front part. Can you see? Can you see how it goes like this? So it's not even showing that, okay, so this is not going to be showing that we actually sew it in together or we split it. It's not going to be showing. So now we are going to be getting we are just going to get a yarn and then do sums for it to be the fringe, and then I will show you how I put in my fringe into my top. So now this is where we are going to be having, this is the fringe I got now. So I'm just going to be sewing it in together. So into this I'm going to be counting 5. So this is 5, and then I'm going to take my hook into this first row right here, into this first row, into the single crochet of the first row. I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to take the fringe I want to use it. I'm going to make it be on the same page with each other like this. So I'm not going to yarn it over finish. I'm just going to go in between them, and then I'm just going to pull it. So this is what we have, and then I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3 into the third row. I'm going to go into another one, so you're just going to go into each third row, and then I'm going to be taking 5 of the 5 yarn like this. I'm counting 5. Make sure that they are all set with each other. I'm just go into the single crochet right there. I'm just going to yarn it over like this, and then I will pull it for it to be tight. And this is what we have. And this is how I'm going to continue making I'm going to continue making the fringe into it. Likewise here also. This is the first row of the, this is the first row. I'm just going to take 5. I'm going to be taking 5 yarn, and then just do it like that one, and we are done with our top. And our top is going to be sitting beautifully on our customer. Trust me, my customer, I'm sure that she's going to love it very much. And then 1, 2, 3 into the third one. Yes, into the third one like this. 1, 2, 3. So we are going to be having one space in between. Into the third one, take another 5 of this. Okay, this is 4. Pick one more, and boom, we attach it once again into our top, and we are good to go. So just continue doing that, fasten it very well, and this is what you are going to be having. So once I'm done, I'm just going to show you a video of how it looks.